Hi, it's Rosie at RoseByNameCo. I wanted to show you my next journal that I completed recently called Caprice, which means whimsical change of mood or just a little sudden change. And sometimes I like to change from all my flower and nature botanical journals and into something a little bit different. So this one is a sort of a grimoire, very small, and or a spell book or something just for something a little bit different. Well, look at this guy. He's from Hawaii. I got it on my honeymoon a long, long time ago. Anyways, this, let me just see as far as the size on this one. Let me see. Let's see, it's about 5.5 wide, and looks like maybe about 8.5 long. So it's a good sized journal, and it's got lots and lots of pages inside as well. Lots of beads and the tassels that I like to attach, and there's a bead bauble here as well, and beads and a pentagram down here, more beads, and just lots of different textures that I like to include. So on the tassel, I have lots of beads here and different textures that I like to include, and a pentagram down here at the bottom, and just more beads and so on, eyelash trim and different strings and so on. And this is very beautiful, I think upholstery fabric. It is a little bit thick, so inside I just included that foam piece, so it's still flexible, but it's still firm as well. And over here a little bit more ribbons, different kinds, and some brads here, and just a little bit of painting of my own here, and a little bit of a rhinestone here, and fabric flower. And then on the top as well, let me show you there, lots of stuff. And on the bottom and on the side here, I have a very, very soft ribbon. That is the closure. It's just a beautiful earthy colors. And here we have some more charms. So let me start inside and show you what it's like. Okay, so inside of Caprice, we start off here well, with this lovely lady. She kind of reminds me of a high priestess, maybe, I don't know. And this is a journaling card, and you can still write on top, even on top of this writing. But look at this beautiful coffee staining. It turned out that way. And she's got, looks like I gave her a little bit of a headdress on top here. And so this is a beautiful pocket made of ribbon and fabrics, and the backing here is cotton. And so over here is a hinged pocket, so we can turn this over, and inside here is hiding, first of all, the collaging here. I like the way the colors turned out. And then over here is a little bit of a tag with another lady inside. Maybe she's writing in her grimoire there. And inside here is a little bit of a printout with some planet symbols, so you can figure out and see, and you can see what the symbols correspond to what planet. Over here is some more coffee dyed paper and cardstock pocket. And on the other side, we have a journaling card, a little bit shiny, this golden skull, and with a little bit of red. So I did paint around it with the inks and see how it turned out, and I like the golden that came out. And over here is a bit of a flip up to write in here, and a bit of alchemy collaging here. And over here is a little bit of beads, writing spot here, and this beautiful ribbon that I haven't that I've had for a while. I haven't had a chance to use, and I just thought, well, this one goes perfect with these colors, so I'm going to finally be able to use it. And then a journaling card here, and this is a vintage book page, and on the back you can write. And here's some collaging here, and I like the colors on this. Looks like maybe this picture is taken at sunset. Very beautiful. A little bit of stamping on this one. And beautiful, this is more, I think, food dye that I add sometimes, and a little bit of stamping. And, well, here's a lady. First of all, we have a fabric sample that I like to flip over, and a little bit of a printout here. And on the back, I printed my own background, so it still looks like aged paper, but with a little bit of a digital stencil. So over here is half page, but it's a ribbon pocket, and it has some of the sequins inside as well. And more collaging here with all kinds of fabrics and textures. And then here's a little bit of old map. And most of these are all originals that I have from my books. And then this is a pocket. And then inside, let me see if I can do this with one hand. Inside is, well, looks like a little bit of writing paper with a little bit of black ribbon on it. And just something that I dyed, I guess, in yellow, because I like yellow too very much. And this one pays a little bit of tribute to my first journal that was like this, called Avidity. That, of course, is sold and gone. So it's a little bit of a notebook here. And just some paper to write on that I'm going to put in later. So this pocket, and again, the coffee dyeing turned out really well. And then on the back, some lines here to write on, and a bit of a tag here, and another little notebook to write on as well. So lots of extra things, and this one actually happens to say numbers on it, which is pretty good. I didn't even notice that before. And then a bit of a map that I made to look vintage. And just love the colors, in this. So you can always stick something on it, or here's a little bit of a sewn detail over here, and some eyelash trim here, and another journaling card here. This one is a printed one with the zodiac, and then I included this paper bag that I had with black and white, and then inside is this beautiful image. This is printed, but I did color over it. And added some, some trim over here, and beautifully coffee stained. Sorry, I'm sometimes a little bit too close, maybe. A little bit of the songbook paper, staff paper, and this is a printout. I don't even know if it's upside down or how this goes, but I did it this way, and then a bit of stamping. And here is a little bit of plastic, so you can actually stick something under, because it's plastic, kind of stays like that, but you can flip it over. And this is a journal card that I printed, but you can put it anywhere else. And this is some of my painting and I think leaf impressions that I tried to do. It didn't turn out too well, but I like the shiny metallic paints. I like to use that a lot. And then over here is some rope and some cord, and more raw materials that I tried to use in this, like this. And then here's a little wolf charm. And I do have Wolfology that I'm working on, the last one, after like, I don't know, 1 or 2 years. Finally finished the, well, not a trilogy. There's 4 of them. What do you call that? I'm not sure. A series, anyways. A series of wolf journals that I have to complete. And then here's another one as well, Charm of the Key. And this is a fabric pocket that I made a while back, and again, find a chance to use it. This is just something odd, I don't know, ancient. It is original from a book. I do have a book with a lot of these kind of images in it of, history, ancient history. And then a bit of I don't know, maybe trees. It looks like, I don't know, I'm a bit, I am curious about this painting because it's a little bit small. It's on a picture somewhere, or I don't know, from a book, but I don't know, the trees somehow. Maybe that's Beast Woods. I don't know. I'll have to find out what the trees are. And then, so here's a little bit more of these odd images from the past. And so it is a flip out, and I put a little bit of my stamping and so on, and my branch stamping that I do, stick stamping. I don't know what to call it. Anyways, over here on this beautiful image, maybe from the Egyptian times, in this gold and golden color, and I did put like cheesecloth and some different fibers just for, you know, tactile. You can feel it if you like that kind of thing. And then over here too, there's lots of strands, and then some of my black and white painting here, and a little bit more of that image from a book page. Here I just made a tiny pocket with some extra textures or fibers that you can, you know, glue somewhere else. A little bit of stamping, and a little bit more of a fabric sample. And this is a printout, and then I printed lines on the back. And this is authentic from a book, these beautiful trees, and also I did sew over them as well, so you always have to kind of check to see what might be sewn on. So here is sewn on a little bit more to make it look more raw and a little bit more realistic. And inside I have a couple of journaling cards. This is printed, and this is original. That says astral body, and a little bit more about the spirits and astrology and so on. This is from an actual dictionary, old obviously, and just happens to go with this journal. So over here, a little bit of a black rose that I stamped, and then put a silver tab over here. Look at these strands here, just beautiful. And another pentagram here. Coffee staining, a little bit if you want to doodle and color. That way, I think I find it a little bit intimidating when I buy a whole book and try to, you know, do each page or every page. But I like to have like one in a journal here and there, and then one isn't as bad as, you know, thinking you have to do the whole book. So just a little bit. And collaging here, and this is embossed. I don't know if you could tell somehow. And a little bit of a journaling card in here that's printed. This is from Edith Holden book. A little bit of nature. So this is pocket here that you can fill on this one. And this is about the grains or something. I just like the motif of it. And you can also color this, it looks like, as well. And a little bit something. You can glue something on there. And over here is another skull that I painted over a little bit. And put some fibers. And also a printout on like newsprint, very, very thin paper, or butter paper, some people call it. And it's from the, you know, I printed from the New York Public Library, public domain. This beautiful image that just seems to maybe go with Caprice. And then this is a beautiful see-through pocket as well that you can fill with more stuff. Over here's a little bit of a tab with a button and some lace and so on. And, oh, a little bit stuck there maybe. Okay, there we go. Oh yeah, this one has like a long trail of eyelash trim, but it also has little, sort of almost like beads in it, but it's still fabric or wool. And so there's a little pocket here. This one I found in a book that's, you know, something a little bit odd in this thing. And then there's a, looks like someone in there, huge sundial, about sundials. And a little bit paper for writing. Some paper I try to leave alone because I do a lot. This is that yellow paper that I like. And then over here, I just did a little bit of black. And then this is, we're coming to the middle of the book. So here are just some, this is sari silk, so you can do whatever you want with it. And then a card for writing. And then this is all collaged. Turned out, I think, pretty good. It has a lot of detail on it, and stamping and coloring, and like painting with the metallics, and different papers on top and so on. So this is the middle part, and a lot more collaging here. So this whole thing is collaged back to front, and they are pockets. So inside, let's say this one, we have this odd image that I kind of liked. So I like to put these things. I do have quite a bit of books and material about these kind of things where things are just odd, I think. And I like to use those sometimes. And this one here, let me see, this one has, looks like the zodiac again, that I also colored. And then this paper, actually, I don't know if it's so much about it. Well, it is a map on the back here, but the paper is very sort of rustic. So I guess this one also has two then. Well, this one has a beautiful forest image, you know, when you want to go and just enjoy the nature. So this is the other side there with another graph index card that's been coffee dyed, and then this one in yellow. A bit more detail here. Just something for writing. The back of that sundial. Another black rose here. So I did try to, oh, looks like a little bit of piece of plastic. I did try to give you lots of paper also to write, because I just like to embellish everything. And empty pocket here you can use, but a large see-through pocket here, and a little bit more fortune tellers here. And then in the back also, a little bit about symbols, some more symbols that I printed out. And look at this one here. That is in the back of this wheat book page, and it says start here. Good soil, and so on. So you can color this as well. A little bit of a tag here with a bit of string on the Edith Holden page. And over here is a black envelope. And here, this is all inked up and it's embossed. And inside this one, and here also stamped up, or I use different sponges. And just to, this is a square one, so I try to do some different things there. And these are just some cutouts that I made that you can use somewhere else of some odd or different things. Look at this house, beautiful. Maybe it's a church, I'm not sure, temple. And then this guy here. So just a few different things. There's more here that you can use and decorate a journal yourself. So I'm just going to keep this over here for now and put it back in later. And on the side here are some more beads and more for coloring, coffee dye paper, detail on these trees, the back as well. Well, there were no birds in there, so I added a bird. And inside, let me see. Ooh, a little bit of, you know, those who like snakes or don't like snakes, I don't really like them. But I do like to use them in imagery because, you know, they are everywhere in imagery as well. And then inside here, let me see. A little bit about astrology. And more for writing here. A wheel of the year. Fabric. Flip up, which I like. And then here, a little bit of stamping. And this is collage. Oh, that's beautiful Froggy. No, he's a little bit cuter than the snake, I think. But anyways, more of the gold in here from the vintage book I have. And then a little bit more of my painting in black and white. More details here. And another flip up think this is like a history book or something. It's huge, and it's got these huge pages, which is beautiful, beautiful, raw feeling paper. And then, of course, my stamping, a little bit more here for writing, and sorry, fabric pocket or fabric tuck spot. And here is also a little bit of the plastic flip up, and then there's something here that I found about the pentacle, and in the back as well something, so you can look that up. And then my metallic paints painting here. This one, actually, this leaf turned out pretty good, I think. And you can really feel the texture of it as well. And some more raw fibers on top. A little bit of a printout. Staff paper that I kind of put crisscross, and then crisscross applesauce, and then it gave me lines right across, which was perfect. So over here in this pocket, another card. These are the crows. You know what? Where I live here, there's lots and lots of crows. Every day the crows are out there. I have to watch my little dog. Actually, we have 2 little dogs. Because they're quite large, these crows, and I don't know if they can pick them up or not. Number 13, I don't know. If you're suspicious, not suspicious, if you're superstitious about that, maybe you want to cover it up. And then I put a little bit of gold here, and details around here. And this is a little bit more of the map. And bit of a tag here, and then little notebook, lines for writing. And over here is a rose, and I put black little rhinestones on it. And over here is some more sequins inside here. And so everything has some texture in some way. And this is a little notebook, and this is from a vintage book page. And then I put some different papers in there that you can like tear sheets, what I call collaging tear sheets. So different types of papers, and even fabric and ribbon that you can snip and make your own collages in this book. So you can always refer to this and get something from it and make something new on these empty pages. And I love this image, of course, very vintage that I printed, and another fabric flip up. And it's beautiful. Over here I put red ones, if you can see the, yeah, little red beads on there. Very shiny from here, depends how the light hits it. And then this ribbon pocket, and another odd image from one of my history books. And a little bit of a writing spot there. And a bit of birds here. Maybe building a nest in there. Some beautiful coffee stained paper. I'm not sure if this might be just, I think it's that craft paper, or sometimes, you know, it's like a separator for the white paper. I think it's that kind of paper in there. Then I have, this is an original receipt paper. Now this one, on the back, so it's another little hinged page here. I did leave this one empty for you to fill. And then on this one is lots of collaging again, different things on it. And then inside are little lined index cards, so that you can use which you might need to make notes on. And then over here I have my name, and this is a large tag. Ooh, large. And very coffee stained, beautiful. And on it as well, lots of, ooh, look how shiny that becomes. Lots of collaging there. Also, with different fibers and ribbons and so on. So it's a large one to write a whole letter on, I guess. And in the very back here, more of the coffee stained cotton, and this beautiful pocket. Let's see if I can fit that in without throwing it off the, it's a little window seat that I'm at in the attic. So this is where I do some of my stuff. And so this is the end of Caprice. I hope you enjoyed looking at it, and it's in my Etsy shop now, so I hope that you will check it out as well and maybe pick it up. So have a great day from Rosie at RoseByNameCo. Take care. Bye-bye.